Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the No More Trauma virtual yoga, mental health, and wellness studio. I'm so glad to see you back, and you all have been showing me love on the other postings and videos. I'm just so stoked with all the comments and emails. So thank you so much. Now, today's practice, we get to use the mini ball. So if you do not have a mini ball, I do recommend using blocks if you like. And today's focus is actually going to be on stability. So how convenient that we use this ball, because when we begin to lay the body on there, there is some balance and some instability that may happen, and so we bring that back into the body, right? So mind over matter, okay? And so we begin to express to ourselves that we are in a secure space, emotionally, mentally, and physically. So we will play on that on the mat, and we'll lean into that space. So not play on it, but lean into that space of building that security, okay? Also, I'd say if you tend to have some discomfort when you're laying on your back or you're coming down to your knees, feel free to use a blanket. I will. So I think I've mentioned before that the tailbone for me can be a little sensitive, and so I like to use a blanket underneath when I'm laying flat on my back. Or if you're, on the knees, you can use a blanket as well. All right, that's enough talking. Let's get started. I'll see you on the mat. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are watching me. I hope you had a good Labor Day weekend, space of rest if that's what you needed. So if it's your first time, welcome in. And so we practice in this virtual studio yoga and Pilates for trauma recovery. Whatever trauma has shown up in your life, and you are bringing back some balance and trauma-free living. So, all right, we will get started with stretching. So inhale, sweep the right arm across the chest, send the left arm underneath that right elbow, opening up the shoulders, noticing all the good things happening in that joint. Perfect. Open up. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep the left arm across the chest. Excuse me. Having some lovely water with lemon in my cup today. So no coconut water and chia seeds. I'm out of coconut water. All right. Open up. And we'll take the shoulders up and down. So inhale, sweep the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, send shoulders up to ears. Exhale, roll it down, let it go. We'll take one more. Inhale, sweep it up. And maybe this time we squeeze the fists, we squeeze all of the things. So squeezing the toes for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, let it go. Whew, shake it out. All right, let's go ahead and work on the wrists. So as you sit the palms down, fingers towards the back wall, you'll start to notice a sensation happening in the wrists, right? So we'll be on our palms today, and so we want to ensure that we stretch those out. So maybe you sway side to side. Just enjoy this little warm up before we get started. Always say, if it's your first time watching this video, first time in the studio, virtual studio with me, always say the lights definitely warm things up. So keep swaying side to side. Maybe take some circles. I feel that stretch. Ooh, feel it in the right one. All right. And slowly release, shake it out. Perfect. We'll come to standing as we fold over the legs. Get a nice stretch in the legs, okay? So a little bit wider than hip width distance apart. Go ahead, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Woo. Waking up the hamstrings, waking up the back. Oh my goodness. Oh, those long weekends. I admit I did not get on the mat yesterday, so my body's like, ooh, this what we doing today? All right, inhale, sweep the palms, walking it over to the right. Feel free to bend in the legs if the hamstrings are complaining a little bit, that's okay. And walking it through center and walking it over to the left. Maybe bending a little bit. Woo, waking up the whole body, even the low back. Beautiful. Go ahead, bringing the crown towards the earth. Slowly inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, fold. We'll take 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Just a tiny movement here. Inhale, lift the gaze out in front of you. Exhale, fold. Whew. We can go ahead and clasp the hands back behind us, maybe reaching the palms up. Beautiful. Go ahead, release the palms, gently bringing, as you heel toe the feet a little bit closer in, bringing the palms up to the waist. And slowly come to rise. Ooh, good morning. All right, so we will warm up with what I like to call a sun salutation remix. Not completely a sun salutation, as we do stop and plank and we do toe taps. So I'll show you what that looks like before we get started. Okay, so coming towards the top of the mat, you're going to inhale, sweep the arms up high. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lifting the gaze, palms towards the shins, or maybe the back of the thighs, whatever feels comfortable. Exhale, plant the hands, gently step back, holding your plank, and maybe toe tap to the right, toe tap to the left. Option to come down to the knees if plank is not accessible for you. Maybe you come down to the knees and extend the right leg long, toes towards the earth, and send it in. And left leg long, toes towards the earth, and send it in, okay? And then we step to hands, no matter if you're in plank or tabletop, and sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands heart center. So that's juicy. We'll do 5 of those to warm up the body, and let's get started. Coming and thinking about your intention, that space of security, stability, whatever that looks like to you. And don't mind me adjusting my shirt here. Okay, inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, sweep, halfway lift. Exhale, plant. Gently step back. Toe tap to the right. Toe tap to the left. Gently hold the breath. Exhale, step to hands. Release any tension in the neck. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, hands heart center. Doing good. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back. Okay. Toe tap to the left. Gently hold the breath. Exhale, step to hands. Release any tension. Sweep it up. Exhale, hands heart center. Let's keep it going, building up that warmth. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back. Hold. Toe tap. Holding. Strong arms, pressing the earth away. Step to hands. Release any tension. Sweep it up. Exhale. Hands heart center. Start to go with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Plant. Step back. Hold the plank. Toe tap. Holding and stepping to hands. Release anything in the neck. Sweep it up. Exhale. Hands heart center. Last one. We'll make it count. Inhale. Sweep it up. Exhale. We fold. Inhale. We lift. Exhale. We plant. Gently step back. Hold the plank. Toe tap. Gently hold the earth away from you. And step to hands. Whew. Release the neck. Sweep it up. Exhale. Hands, heart, center. So stinking good. So good. My sports bra don't even know what to do with itself. Okay. All right. So great warm up. I hope you feel so refreshed. Okay. Grab water if you need to. Meet me on the mat. We'll meet in tabletop, so right in hands and knees, and we'll get started. I'll show you what we'll do for our donkey kickbacks. Whew. All right. All right. So if you're using a blanket or you have maybe a smaller mat, they have like those knee mats where you can just place the mat under your knee. Perfect. So the knees are in line with the hips, shoulders in line with the wrists, okay? Taking your mini ball, if you have one, you can also use a block. You're gently placing it behind that knee. And I'm a mango butter girl, so this ball may slide. May slide, but I'm gonna keep its grip. All right, so we're gonna inhale, lift the leg and send it up and pulse for 1 and 2 and 3. Keep that toe flexed, and it's a gentle lift, right? So gently pulsing that leg, squeezing the ball, and the arms are firmly pressed into the mat. Okay, I feel it now. Okay. Halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Tiny movement, big impact. I talk about that in yin yoga. You don't have to do a lot. You don't have to tire yourself out. You will feel the movement because it's about recruiting and using the right muscles, right? And when we use the right muscles, we start to feel the sensations and we're able to use the breath, right? Create strength in the body. All right, we'll take it on the other side. Probably saying, Tanya, please stop talking. All right, taking the ball, placing it underneath, behind that left knee, okay? And a gentle lift once you found your movement, and we pulse for 10, 9, 8. So a lot of things are working here. We got the core, right? Just in that tiny movement, I am shaking away. Right? All right, it's halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it down. Okay, so now what we'll do is we will do our push-ups. Okay, so what you can do is you can take the ball, because the knees will be touching together, and you're going to place it behind both knees, okay? And we'll take gentle push-ups here. So always say you inhale and exhale down, elbows back. So join me whenever you're ready, okay? So 10 and 9, okay? 8. Feel free to take a break if you need. 7, 6, and 5. You're halfway there. Take a break. You can always come into child's pose if that's something you need. Okay, my mango butter is like, what are we doing? How are we holding this ball? All right, and lower. Come up. Lower. Come up. You can always cross the ankles if needed. Come up. 3 more, you got this. Push. Bring it up. Right? Focusing on that stability. How does the body respond? Looking for stability, right? Last one more. Sit up. Whew. And lower. You can take a child's pose. Send the tailbone back. Take a breath. Know that you're safe. The mind is safe. The body is safe. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Slowly come up. Okay. Release the ball. And now, we gently come down onto our backs. Okay. And we'll take some bicycles here. So, as we come down to our back, we're actually going to before we go into our bicycles, we're going to take the ball and we're going to work on our bridge. So taking the ball, placing it in between the knees, right? So maybe even the thighs if that feels comfortable. So it's meeting right where the knees and the thighs meet, okay? And we'll take bridge pose. And feel free, if you don't have a block, if you don't have a mini ball, you can always place the block in the same space, okay? So we'll take a couple bridges here. Palms facing the earth, right? Fully grounded, down by your sides. Soles in contact with the earth, okay? So on the inhale, pressing the soles into the earth and lift the hips, okay? And the thighs are squeezing that ball, right? So we have some inner thighs working. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And lower. Notice what's happening in the core. Okay. And lower. And lift. And lower. And inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Halfway there. And lift. And lower. And lift. Really squeezing the ball. Bringing your awareness to the inner thighs. It's an internal rotation of the hips. 3 more. Last one. So firmly pressing and lift. Whew. Feel that. Yeah. All right. Gently releasing your mini ball or block, whatever you're using. Okay. And we're going to gently take the ball and place it underneath the spine. So as you slowly come to rise, you're going to place it right at that lumbar. Okay. So we start to work on that core, that center, because this is what keeps us stable, right? We're working on that sacral chakra, which is, we're working the sacral as well as the root, right? Those two are connected. And so that holds our stability, okay? And so we lift halfway, lift, and lift. Lift. You may notice some shaking, and that's normal. We're really activating, recruiting those center muscles. Now, I don't suggest using a block underneath the spine. And I don't know if I mentioned that. So if you're using a block, you definitely don't want to put it behind the spine. So halfway there. If you're not using a block, right? So if you're not using a block, then maybe you're here on the earth, right? Full contact with the spine, and you're lifting. Still working those same muscles. 3 more. For 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Feel all of that. All right, so we'll come down to our belly. Okay, so releasing the blanket if you're using one underneath the tailbone. Such a juicy session. We'll actually roll after this one, roll right into our final round. So using the ball, excuse me. So using the ball as we work the Supermans, working the extension of the spine. So come down onto the belly, working our Supermans, okay? So we'll lift and hold for 5 breaths. We'll come down and we'll lift and hold for another 5 breaths and come down, and then we'll lift and hold for another 5 breaths. So with ball in hand, okay? So the pelvis is really pressing into the earth, tops of the thighs pressing into the earth. You're going to inhale and lift and breathe. So lifting the palms, lifting the soles, ankles, shins off of the mat. Holding for a few breaths here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come down. Take a breath. Remind yourself, coming back to that mantra, I am safe, I am secure, mentally and physically grounded. Inhale. And exhale, let it go. Perfect. We'll take it that same notion again. Okay, so that same movement, reaching for your ball, right? So inhale and lift. And breathing for 5. Breathing for 4. Breathing for 3. You got this, you're doing good. Breathing for 2. And 1. Hold it. And exhale, release. So maybe that right ear comes to the mat. Just letting everything go. Releasing anything that's held in the body. And we'll take 1 more. Okay. So inhale. Exhale, lift. Hands holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe we lift higher. And exhale. Bring it down to the mat. Left ear to the mat. Gently sigh it out. Let it go. Whew. All right. Slowly peel up. That was just round 1 and you did phenomenal. We'll take it to round 2. Gently grab water and we'll roll into the next movement. So the next flow. Second round. All right. Whew. All right. Just notice your emotions as you move through this practice. So although you're watching me on YouTube, you can still take a moment to channel within, to just notice what's coming up for you, and just Again, mind over matter, reminding yourself that you're safe in your body, in your practice, on your mat, in your mind, and you're doing so good, right? So just honoring what security looks like for you. Okay, so hands and knees as we get into tabletop position. Okay, so I think my mango butter is doing good, so it hasn't allowed the ball to slip away, so let me not speak too soon. So all right, hips over knees. We'll take a gentle pulse, so inhale, gently lift the sole and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set it up. Perfect. Gently bring it down. Feel free to take a child's pose if you need to, and if not, you can roll right in to the left side. So gently lifting knee off of the mat and breathing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Just notice that tiny movement. What is happening in the hips, in the glutes, in the pelvic floor. Notice what muscles are working. You may say, Tanya, my whole body is working, and that is true. Halfway there. Three more. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Release it down. Feel free to take a child's pose, sending the tailbone back, reaching for the ball, allowing for the heart and the crown to melt. Perfect. All right. And we go into our push-ups. So taking the ball or block behind the legs, behind the knees, gently lifting the soles, and we begin our push-ups. So elbows back, inhale, exhale to lower, inhale to lift, exhale to lower, and lift, and lower, and lift. Woo, feel it, lower. Feel free to take a break if you need to. Lower, lift, halfway there. Send it up, lower. Really using your body weights in Pilates, using all the muscles, strengthening and toning. 3 more. Lift, 2 more. Sit up and up. Whew, we did it. I think that was the hardest part. All right, gently releasing, slowly coming down. So we take our bridge pose. Okay. Fixing my little skirt here. All right, taking the ball, placing it in between the knees, or maybe right where the thighs and knees meet. Okay, soles on the earth, and squeezing the ball as you gently inhale, exhale, lift, slowly come down, and lift, come down, and lift, and lower, and lift. Working those inner thighs, working the glutes. Lift. Halfway there. Doing really, really good. Lift. Be gentle and kind with yourself. Lift. 3 more. We may have added in some extras, but we like extras. At the same time, not really. Last one. All right. And lower. Beautiful. Gently release the ball from between the thighs. Whew. We'll gently now come into our crunches, working the core, the foundation of the body, right? So this is where that security lies. And if you notice, we've been really using all of the muscles within the abdomen, and this is the place that brings security. All right, enough talking, into the workout. All right, taking the ball, placing it right at the lumbar there. Okay, and if you're using a block, I do not recommend. Just make sure spine is full contact with the earth. Okay, so 10, 9, come up, and come up, come up, using the breath, halfway there. The body is shaking, strengthening, reaching up, reaching up. 3 more. Last one, let it count. And come up and lower. And slowly come up and release the ball. And we'll move into our final exercise within this flow. So slowly release the blanket if you have it. Feel the whole body just working. I can feel my body just saying, okay, what a morning. All right, and sending soles behind you, lowering to the belly. Okay, so 3 rounds, 5 breaths. Okay, so extending the arms out long, soles are behind you, squeezing the ball. Okay. Giving it what you got. Inhale, exhale, and next inhale, lift, holding it for 5, breathing here, pressing the pelvis into the earth, soles are lifted, arms are lifted, you're doing good. 2 more breaths, inhale, exhale, last breath, inhale, and exhale. Lower. Beautiful. Left ear to mat. Taking the breath. Letting it go. All right. So inhale. Exhale. And inhale, we lift. And hold it for 5, 4, 3. Doing good. 2, 1, and lower. Right ear to mat. Last round, and you did so good, making it all the way to the end. So inhale, exhale. Sigh it out, inhale, and you lift. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Let it go. Maybe this time the chin comes down to the mat, or maybe the third eye. Beautiful. Gently release the ball and slowly come to rise, coming into a comfortable seat. So proud of you. Feel free, grab water if you need to. Meet me in a comfortable seat as we close this amazing flow with 3 collective breaths. So inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, palms down. 2 more together. Inhale, sweep arms up. Exhale, palms down. And last one, inhale. Exhale, this time, hands heart center. Oh, so good. Thank you so much for joining me in today's Pilates flow. I offer you a space of stability, and I hope you find that for yourself. Feel free to journal about it. What does stability look like for you? Finding that emotional stability and that physical stability, and we found what that was on the mat. And so how can you incorporate that into the rest of your lifestyle? Okay, what areas need a little bit more stability as we begin to close out this year? All right, so I thank you so much for joining me. Remember to live abundantly, love your authenticity, and radiate organic happiness, but most importantly, live a life of no more trauma. Namaste. Trauma free. Bye.